See, what they don't know is they're tuning in to DBYT Podcast. My name is Taisha Hines, and this is my show where I'll explore the ins and outs of the world around me. You can tune in every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. What's up, everybody? You're tuning in to Season 2 of DBYT Podcast, and I'm your host, Taisha. Tonight, my special guest, Mikayla from Kickin.it.with.kayrob, will be joining us to discuss the red flags that we should all look out for and the non-negotiables that she just won't tolerate. This was definitely a conversation that was well needed and long overdue. As always, I want to thank everybody who takes the time out to listen to my podcast. And with that being said, let's get into it. Hey everybody, we're here with Kayrob from Kickin.it.with.kayrob. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Hey y'all, it's Kayrob, as she just said.
Okay guys, so today we are here to talk about the red flags and non-negotiables. So okay, what experiences have you had when you were oblivious to the red flags that were being shown to you?
Ooh, Jesus, that takes me back a couple of years. Well, actually, yeah, I could say a couple of years. One of them was when he told me that he didn't want a girlfriend, and I accepted that because I was like, we friends. I trust you. Yeah, no, don't ever do that, guys. I don't recommend it. 10-10, don't recommend. And I'm glad I learned my lesson kind of early on in life. Some people have to learn later. But I would never accept somebody telling me to do boyfriend and girlfriend things without having a title. Because that's when the lack of respect come in at. And I was shown that. So, yeah.
I would have to agree with that just because of the fact that I've been in a similar situation. But it was like I wanted the same thing that he wanted. I was okay with being like, we do things without the commitment because I had commitment issues as well. It was an interesting experience to see like how people could go from like caring about you all the way to like them not having that title kind of puts them in a place where they don't have any responsibilities, like you said. So it's like when you want something done, they technically don't have to do it unless they literally want to because they have no obligations to you. So it's like, in my case, I had somebody, this is probably another situation, y'all will never know, but I had somebody that will only talk to me when they needed something. If they needed emotional support or if they needed just like whatever, it doesn't even matter. Just you don't hear from that person unless they literally need you, not just to check up on you and see how you doing, how your day going. They don't care nothing about that. They did not care anything about me. They cared about what I could do for them, which was definitely a red flag that I was oblivious to, and I didn't see until it got to a point where I was like, did this man just ask me for money?
Not money.
I was like, yeah, you got me messed up. That's not what we on. You are not my man. I'll be here for you, but when it comes to my finances and you not my dude, you shouldn't have even had the audacity to ask me that because that's just, I don't know, that's out of pocket to me.
In my situation, I wanted a boyfriend-girlfriend type thing, but because we were close and I was afraid if I said no, then we was going to stop, talking, and I didn't want to, like, not like him no more. But, so then that's why I settled for, just being whatever. And it didn't last long, to be honest, at all, because he started talking to somebody else. And he told me he don't want to do it no more, the quote-unquote it. So I was just like, wow, you breaking up with me without breaking up with me, but okay.
I think it's weird when people, like, don't tell me that you don't want to be in a relationship. Tell me that you don't want to be in a relationship with me.
Because the girl that he, was talking to, they became boyfriend and girlfriend later on down the road. So, yeah.
Exactly. Like, if I'm not what you want, just say that, and I can, like, at least attempt to diminish my feelings for you and still, like, kind of try to be your friend. But if you leading me on thinking, like, oh, I have a chance, like, right now you just don't want one, but later on we have a chance, that's messed up. And y'all shouldn't do that. Don't waste people's time like that. Okay, what are your 3 red flags, like your top 3?
Controlling.
Ooh.
I could tell signs of someone who's controlling very early because I get creeped out. I know people say, double texts are cool, for a certain amount of time, like, back to back double text, that's cool. Or maybe a couple of minutes apart. But if you're texting me like 2 hours apart, let's say I'm busy or something like that, and I don't have time to respond to your text, and then I see you text me at 2 o'clock, and you text me again at 4:15, then you text me again at 6 o'clock, I'm going to think you're a creep. Especially if we're getting to know each other. Like, what are you doing texting me that many times? If I was able to get to you, I would have gotten to you. So that creeps me out when people double text like that. That's a red flag for me. And I'm like, okay, you creeping me out. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
And it shows me that you're not a patient person as well.
I feel like that it ties in with your first point too, because it's like they want to know where you doing, where you at, who you with, and I think that does tie into the controlling factor to where it's like they want to know every single thing, and that's I don't like that either. And
they want all of your attention all the time, and I'm just like, bro, I have a life and I can't get to you. Let's say, what if I didn't like you like that because I don't know you like that, and you getting on my case about what I'm doing all the time,
especially if you just starting out.
And it's that for me, and I will cut you off because I don't do that creepy stuff. Another red flag is, I don't know if it's a turn off or if it's a red flag, but I don't like being called pet names too early. That's a red flag for me. I'm telling y'all, I get creeped out so easy by guys because guys can be creepy. And as a female, we all know this. So that's another one. And lack of communication and inconsistency.
I think that is a good thing that you have, like, this intuition to pick them out, because I've been in situations way too many times that's so bad. I've been in too many situations where I can't distinguish the line until either it's too late or it's like, Taisha, get out of here. You know what I mean? So I applaud you for that, for actually having that instinct to be like, something ain't right about you. Sometimes I try to give people too much of a chance and they end up biting me in my butt. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you. I never realized that was intuition. I thought it was just me. I don't know.
It sounds like a superpower to me.
Girl, it probably is. It might be. It might be. What are you doing? Like, do you like me or not? Yes or no? Check, give them for the right piece of paper. Do you like me? Yes or no? Check which one, because I could tell.
Yeah, especially, it's like, and I hate those situations when I can't tell because they act so like, they oh my gosh. Y'all have become very good at fabricating your feelings for people. Like, you would show me, like, they care about you, they care about what you're actually doing, what you're interested in, and then, like, you thinking, like, oh, we building this amazing relationship with each other. We can talk about anything, we could be around each other and not feel weird or anything. And then next thing you know, you're like, okay, so, like, what we doing here? And they like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? We friends, we homies, we cool. Okay. We kicking it, if you will. It's becoming very bad, but I mean, it's whatever.
It's like, if you out with your family the whole day, why don't you say that?
Yeah, communicate. Just instead of having me think like, oh, this man just doesn't like me, or maybe he found somebody else. Like, just say you're busy, and we literally can take that information and squash the whole rampage later on.
Exactly. It saves a lot of trouble.
It does.
In the end.
And I'm not. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm the type of person, I don't like to get on people's case. I don't like to get on your nerves or anything, because I don't want to push somebody away, especially if I care about you. So I don't want to like crowd your space. And when you don't let me know, like, you good, shawty, like, I'm just out here doing my thing, then that it plays a big part into up here, because I overthink a lot. So it's like, just talk to me, man. I'm very understanding. Just say that though.
Yeah.
Just to give y'all my top 3 little red flags. Somebody who's always asking for a ride, especially when in the beginning stages. Sir, where's your vehicle? Do you have a license? Are you legal? Like, I need to know these things. We are too grown to be doing this. Like, it's okay to ask for rides from people, but all the time, we need to work on that. Work on getting you a source of transportation, because you're a grown man. What's up? Somebody who always tries to put the blame on you, I feel like that is a controlling mechanism that people do. They try to make you feel bad about a lot of things so that you keep you apologize and you make it seem small and make it seem like you need them more. Don't like that.
You're gaslight.
Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. And tell the audience what gaslighting is for those who don't know.
Gaslighting is when somebody tries to make you feel like you in the wrong when you try to bring the problem to them and they'll flip it on you. That's gaslighting. Mm-hmm.
My last one would be he's always attempting to make himself seem nice or sweeter than what he actually is. That to me is also a control. I guess I'm really high on the control thing. Do not try to control me, because the thing about nice guys, because they always say they quote unquote finish last, it's not that. It's the fact that when you use your niceness and you always say, oh, I'm so sweet, I'm so nice, I'm this, I'm that, and then it's like you're trying to fabricate everything that you do wrong. So if you do wrong, it's like, oh, well, he's a nice guy, so I mean, I can give him another chance. No, you know what you're doing. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Now, some of you guys are genuine, but if you're genuine, guess what you ain't got to do? You ain't got to say it, because we see it. Real recognize real. You feel me? So, yeah, that's what we're going to get into. Has there ever been a time, like, do you have any stories about your worst situations about, like, red flags?
Yeah, I guess you could say the one I just mentioned earlier, that was the worst one, because that taught me the biggest lesson, and that was never to settle for somebody who don't want to be your boyfriend when you want to be a girlfriend.
Okay.
So, yeah. But, yeah, that was that.
Red flags. I had this little shorty or whatever, and I knew he was probably bad for me because he was definitely trying to see me while he had a girlfriend. But the thing about it was, at the time, I was like, yeah, you can come and see me. I'm fine with that. But I shouldn't have. But we're not speaking on what I shouldn't have. We're speaking on what I did.
Right.
I allowed him to come and see me whenever he wanted to, even though he had a girlfriend. And I should have been like, why am I trying, why do I like you, knowing that if you're doing this to her, you will do it to me? That was an important step in my development, because it was like, girl, you need to stop. Like, you don't, obviously I didn't want to hurt the girl, but I didn't even know her. But the thing was, I knew him, and I knew he had way more potential than what he was doing. So allowing him to do that with me was showing that I am okay with him doing that to females, and that was a bad part. That was bad on my part. So I apologize to myself,
period,
because I deserve better than that. Let's get into what reasons do people tend to give when you see them tolerating obvious red flags in their lives?
From my outside looking in experience, people say the timing in which they know the person, the friendship that they had with the person, which can kind of go into timing. Okay, they afraid to hurt the feelings, so that's why they stay. Scared to hurt the feelings, and the timing. Let it go.
You just went off with that, because I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
but that is definitely, I guess, I'm like that. I'm like that. Oh my gosh. I would be like, but our history. Like, sometimes I debate, like, do I want to start something new? Do I want to go back in time and be like, oh, maybe we can try this again? I am horrible at that. Like, I'm one of those people.
It's okay. Because we all gonna go through it, or we all been through it. One of the two. Or we all going through it. It's 1, 2, or 3.
Don't you feel like our generation is going through the same exact things? Like,
yeah.
Don't you find that weird though?
I only got one friend that got a boyfriend, and I know a lot of females. I know a lot of girls.
I'm gonna, how do I want to say this first? I have somebody in my life that stays with their child's other parent. And I don't know why, but I mean, kudos to them. How about that?
Actually, I know too.
And that's the only, I don't really know too many people in relationships. Everybody's scared of commitment, me included, but I'm really trying to get out of that, because I know at one point in time in my life, I do want to be able to trust somebody enough to allow them in my space. Mm-hmm. Just not right now.
I'm not scared of commitment. I want commitment. It's just it don't come to me. We'll talk about that another day.
Yes, ma'am. Some of the ones that I've seen is that some people don't want to be alone. So they tolerate the behaviors of their partners because of the fact that they may feel like they're not going to get anybody else. Nobody's going to love them the way that, quote unquote, this person does, or they just feel like this is it. They want that similar to what, quote unquote, what people think our grandparents had, but what people don't realize is that granddaddies out there was pimping. I don't care. Like, he was going out sneaking around. Y'all know the whole ordeal. And women did not have access to go out and provide for themselves. So you got to connect two and two. Two is way different times, but I think people want the longevity instead of the quality of a good person who's going to take care of you, and possibly if you have kids or if you don't have kids or whatever your situation is, they are willing to do that. I come from a household where I have a stepdad. My stepdad has taken care of me my entire life, and without him, baby, I don't know where my family would be, you know, because all of us, they're in there together. And it's like, when my dad was gone, or I mean, he's still gone, but the fact that another man came in and took care of me and my brother like we were his own kids, that spoke volume to me. So I don't think that staying with your first person or whatever is the best idea if that's not, like, obviously depending on the situation that you're in, but it's other options out there, and people will love you regardless of your situation. But also, why people tend to stay, they lack self-confidence. That kind of tie in with the being alone type of thing, thinking you can't get anybody else. I've seen this a lot of times. And the thing is, you're strong if you leave a bad situation. You will be happier if you, like, you know, look into yourself in your situation and be like, I am good on my own. I am happy without you. I do not need you to be happy, and I don't need to stay with you to prove that I'm strong, because I'm strong without you. I'm stronger without you, you know. So that's just for y'all.
That was a good speaking point. You said about mine. Yours was good. Girl, I ain't think about none of this.
Oh, my God.
Like, yes.
Thank you.
Especially with the being alone.
I'm okay with being alone for right now. Do I want to end up alone in the long run? No. Outside of a romantic relationships, what other parts of your life have you seen red flags present?
Friendships, of course.
Ooh, speak on it.
In the beginning, I had this one friend. She always felt entitled to my time. And yeah, I was just okay with it until I wasn't okay with it. And that's what ended the friendship. Because she thought she was entitled to my time and my vehicle. But, yeah.
I'm glad you saw that was an issue. Because it is. People think that they, like you owe them something for some reason. Especially when they, we spoke about this on a previous episode, that because they have a title, they think that things go with it, but that was never in the contract of best friend or friendship. You know what I mean? I had a friend like that. She would be very over possessive over me, and it made other people around us get very uncomfortable. Like my regular friends, they would be very uncomfortable. Like, why does she talk to you like that? Like, why does she move like that? You know? So it was weird for them. Another place outside romantic relationships would be the workplace. And let's just say the men there made very inappropriate moves at me. But let's just say they were very inappropriate in the way that they approached me, in the way that they interacted with me. It wasn't cool. Didn't like that. Red flag. But obviously, if you are getting harassed in the workplace, let HR know. Get that. If you don't feel comfortable, I understand. Because, I mean, I wasn't comfortable either. So, but I also left. I left the environment. At school, there's creeps here as well.
Yes.
Especially because we go to a public institution, so people like locals can come in and out as they please. So you just got to be careful. Make sure you watching your back, especially at night, ladies, because these dudes do not care. If they want it, they're going to try to come and get it, and that's just what it is. And that's sad to say, but that's what it is. How do you decide if the qualities that someone is showing are red flags, or if it's just like a bad habit that they are going through, like a phase?
Ooh, that's a good one. I haven't been able to distinguish the difference, to be honest, because I don't think controlling, I'm not saying you can't fix it, because I don't know, but anything else, I don't know. That's a good one. What about you?
Depending on how consistent they should pop up.
Yes, I understand that.
You say if you with somebody for a year and then they develop a quality that you don't favor, so you're like, is he like this, or is he just going through something? I say talk to the people. See what's going on in their life, because maybe they doing something in reaction to something else that's going on in their life. Maybe they having a hard time at work, and they feel like every time they're at work, their bosses are talking down on them. So now they start talking down on you because they feel like they had their power stripped. So you talk to them, try to make them feel like, see where they're coming from, understand. Don't try to take over their situation, but be there to listen to them, and you got to kind of figure it out yourself. But if it was something that you didn't notice at the beginning, like maybe he just inconsistent with things, like going to work. He obviously does not like to work, so he's obviously not giving a crap about taking care of his business. That is a red flag. If from the beginning he doesn't like to do that, he's inconsistent with going to work, he makes excuses for not going in, that's a red flag. And I don't think that can be worked on, but most of the time at that point in their life, it's probably embedded into them, you know? So, yeah.
Just avoid them at all costs. Y'all pay attention. Listen to your intuition, because 9 times out of 10, can I say the B word?
Yes, ma'am.
That bitch is right. Okay? So, yeah.
Definitely. We're going to get into this segment of non-negotiables. Yes, it's very similar to red flags, but we feel like it's necessary. So, do you want to give your definition of what a non-negotiable is?
Something you absolutely will not tolerate.
And I agree.
Period.
That's what it is. So, have you been in any relationships or any talking stages or what have you?
Yes.
Okay.
Situationships, yeah.
We love those, don't we? We just find ourselves keep going back to those situations.
Or getting to know somebody and then it failed. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And the crazy thing about that is the cycle of meeting a stranger, being so excited, you getting comfortable, they ghost you, and then you got to start all the way over again.
It's a cycle.
It's so bad.
Like the rain cycle.
Yes, it's very bad, and it just reoccurs so many times in life, like.
Over it. I actually, to be honest, I'm so bored of my life right now, my romantic life, that I wouldn't even mind if I had one of those right now.
Yeah, just to keep the spark going.
Just to keep it going. Like something like, damn.
Oh my God. It's getting sad out here for pimps like us. Like, I mean, it's sad.
You know why? Because I don't tolerate non-negotiables.
There you go. And that's why we single now.
And that's why we single now, period.
Because we're not going to settle for less. I mean, at this point of our life, we deserve what we want. And I know y'all have heard me say nobody deserves anything, but when it comes to yourself, you can determine what you deserve. Other people cannot determine that for you. So if they want to be in your life, they need to prove to you that they deserve that. Exactly. That role, that placement. Because anything less than what I want is not going to be what I need. I just don't need it. What won't you accept from your partner? Speaking on non-negotiables.
Well, there was 5, but I came up with a 6th one just when we was talking. So my first one is, you won't have a kid on me, and I won't date somebody who has a kid. And that's my prerogative if I choose that. And I don't like when people try to talk me. No, I'm not settling for somebody who has a kid, because I don't want a kid. Period. I mean, it's not that I don't want a kid. I don't want you to have a kid without,
Yeah, and that's fine, because like I was talking to another one of my friends. They told me that they want their baby's father to be baby fatherless when they have a baby. They want to be each other's first when it comes to that. So that's completely fine.
Controlling tendencies, like we've mentioned before, that's non-negotiable. When I see the red flags, I'm out. That's the end of that. Lack of motivation for what you want to be in life. I don't like a bum.
Ooh, honey.
Don't, won't, can't. I just won't. I want for myself, and I want for my parents, and I want for your sake. Because then they find out I'm dating a bum, it's going to be my ass and your ass. So, there's that.
And you're going to be gone.
And you're going to be gone. Because who wants a bum for a husband or a baby daddy?
Exactly.
Nobody. Violence. I won't settle for you raising your voice at me in certain tones, talking to me crazy. You're not going to put your hands on me. And that's just that. Being mean and rude, it kind of ties into violence. You're not finna talk to me crazy. Like, no. That's unacceptable to me. Talk to me nice and like you want me.
Talk to me.
You ain't finna talk to me like your guy friends, like crazy. Because guys are talking crazy to
They
each
do
other.
talk crazy.
And mean and rude. You gonna have to realize that I'm a girl, and at the end of the day, how you talk to me, it matters. You're not finna sit and tell me, oh, your hair ugly today.
Oh, yeah. No.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah, because I'm coming for your life at that point.
Exactly. Like, you're not finna tell me that.
I'm aiming to hurt your feelings now.
And that's mean. Like, am I your girlfriend or what? Like, because you tell your niggas all the time, oh, bro, he fucked your haircut up. Like, no, you're not finna tell me my hairstylist messed up my hair. And if you do tell me, figure out how to tell me.
No, because seriously, like, literally, I don't want to go off topic, but I have to for a second. Fellas, if you don't know how to talk to a girl, learn. Because if y'all follow me on my Instagram, y'all know I love to do my hair. I love to do different things with my hair. Yes, I wear pieces, I wear wigs, I wear whatever I want to feel like that person that day. I can be whoever I want to be that day. Do not come up to me and tell me that you like my wig. Don't do that. I don't like that. If you like my hair, say that. If you think I look nice, say that. Do not come up to me and tell me, oh, you don't need makeup because you beautiful without it. That's not your decision. I don't need your opinion because I already know that. I'm bad with it and bad without it. It doesn't matter. Don't do that. If you like what I look like, just say that. Hey, ma'am, you look nice today. I like your outfit. Don't tell me, oh, what you got on looks slutty. No, because it's what I want to wear. Are you my man's? No, cut that out. Anyways.
Exactly.
I just had to add that in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all be acting like, oh, no.
And then my last point is a non-negotiable. If I realize that you don't care about yourself and the stuff you got going on, you won't care about me and our potential future family.
1, lack of confidence. Sir, if every single week you coming to me and asking me if you doing okay as a man, or if you're making me happy, if I'm there, I'm happy. But you asking me and all this reassurance, I can't. That's just me. Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong for a man to, feel that way, but my man, I want my man to have confidence, the utmost confidence, to know that he is pleasing me, making me happy, and doing everything that he can to do that. Because no, I'm not going through this. You're not my child, okay? Get some confidence and rock that, because I'm gonna have confidence regardless. Someone who is comfortable in the same position for an extended amount of time. If we are going through a hardship and you don't be looking for a job, baby, you're gonna be looking for you somewhere to stay. Cause we're not doing this. It's okay to be going through things, but if you do not put any effort to get yourself up off the couch, you don't need to be with me. I'm too driven to be with somebody who's not, and that's just what it is. Someone who doesn't allow me my time, my space. You too clingy, I don't like it. I am a person, when I want to be loved, I want to be loved. When I want to be touched, I want to be touched. But when I need my space, when I ask you for, to give me my room to breathe, I'm going to need that. Don't be all up on me. Because that's going to push me away. The more you come and wrap your arms around me, the more I'm slipping through the cracks of your fingers. Because no, ooh. I'm just saying, cause, baby, people don't understand that.
They don't. Personal space and time is a thing.
It is. Because even when you're in a relationship, time away from your partner is a necessity.
That's why I never understand girls without friends in a relationship.
I think those girls without friends push their friends away because of the relationship, which is ridiculous.
Yes. Different topic for a different day?
Girl, yes. Oh my gosh. My fourth one would be always thinks that they're right to a point that they are incapable of listening to anything that I have to say. You can, baby, you can hear me, but you're not listening. Let me say that one more time for the people who weren't listening in the back. You may hear me, but you're not listening. Do not brush me to the side and act like what I'm saying is absolute bull, because it's not. I'm saying it for a reason. I have thought. I am an overthinker. Y'all know that. I have thought about everything that I'm going to say prior. I practice in the mirror probably. I probably even ask my friend, like, hey, this sound good? Just to make sure when I tell you what I got to tell you, you understand.
Right.
And if you can't do that, if you can't respect what I have to say, then we can't be together.
As girls, I feel like we good for that. Asking our friends, does this make sense? Is this good? Is this too mean? Is it too nice? Will he understand? We need somebody to not validate, because we don't need nobody to validate nothing.
Yeah, definitely.
Somebody to make sure that we're not crazy and that it makes sense. And half the time it still don't go through them. So
yeah, because I think when men, especially if you doing text messages, because I don't remember too many fender benders being in person. Sadly, but I wish I had one just to, be spicy.
Yeah.
But they will take the parts that the most simple part of your extended text or even your mid text and be like, but what you mean? Huh?
I told a guy something in person and he still said that.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh my God. Y'all know doggone well what we mean and what we saying. Stop acting like you don't, because you pushing me away. My last non-negotiable, you're not going to put your hands on me, sir. Do you know how many brothers I have? Do you know how many uncles I have? My dad does not play. My mom does not play. Do not put your hands on me, because you will be in oh, Lord have mercy, world of hurt. Yeah, that will be you. Do not do it.
6 feet? That'll be
under? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so now the question is, at what point are you settling?
I saw it was on one of the socials. I saw it, I think it was on Twitter, and it was like, when you start making that pros and cons list, that's when you know it's time to get out.
Oh my God.
That's when you know.
Oh my God.
It's time to get out. When you realize that you're unhappy majority of the relationship, it's time to get out. When you realize you're complaining to your friends versus, gloating about your relationship to your friends, it's time to go.
I think I needed to hear this today. I see, everything happened for a reason. I needed to hear that, because I am definitely a pro-con list type of person, especially when I'm getting to the point of being fed up. I've tried, okay, so after one of my relationships, I tried to tell myself, like, the next time I get into a relationship or whatever, start keeping track. When he does good things, write it down, because I love to write anyway, so I mean, I might as well. Oh, he took me out to dinner. Oh, it was a surprise date. Write it down. Oh, he talked down on me today. Let me go ahead and mark it. So I can already have my
already on go.
On go, so I don't have to, because sometimes when you want to stay, you overcompensate on that pro list. Yes. And you be like, well, he is like this majority of the time. He does do this. I mean, yeah, he did this, but I can forgive him.
What is yours?
Oh, shit. Look, I tried to get off.
Yeah, you tried. I'm gonna bring you back in. I'm gonna fish you back in.
That love history is a real thing, man. Because it's been times where you get into situations where somebody is already in love with somebody else, and then they get with you just to put you as a bookmark.
Bookmark?
Baby, it's a placeholder. How about that? It's real. And I've been through it. I'm not gonna tell you what side I was on, but just know it's not a good feeling, man. Just to know that you are there for them and you wholeheartedly are fully in, and they ain't rocking with you the same. In recent years, I've settled to where, like, similar to the non-committal stages, I think, I would say, like, I knew I liked somebody and I wanted more, and then they didn't. I like to see how other people move. I don't like to put what happened to me, I don't like to put that on the next person, because I feel like that's unfair. I feel like everybody has a unique personality, unique way they move, so I feel like exposing myself to see what I like and what I don't like is important to me.
Right.
So I think in those times where I knew they didn't like me, and I would just be like, okay, I'm still going to stay because I need company. We are down to our final question. What would you accept from a boyfriend but not a husband, and vice versa?
There's nothing that I would accept from a husband that I wouldn't accept from a boyfriend.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, you tracking?
I'm tracking.
But I don't expect for him to do husband things, because we're not married. So I don't expect for you to pay for my gas every time I feel like go to the gas station. Because, we are all college students. I understand financial situations. But if he does that, then I appreciate him for that. Yeah, like if something around the house is broke, around my apartment is broke, I wouldn't call him. Like, I would call my husband, babe, come fix this. I mean, but if he can, then, that's fine. But for the most part, no. Does that make sense?
Yes. There was a video that I saw, I think it was on TikTok, where the girl was or it was a girl and a man, a woman and a man. They were talking and was telling the woman that he's already a husband. He just making sure that she was appropriate to be his wife. Because a wife and a husband aren't something that you come into. It's something that you already are, that you're meant to be. Boyfriends and girlfriends, they're temporary, and they fluctuate because they're figuring out what they want to do, who they want to be. You do activities and you do things to show that you have the qualifications to be that person, but you are looking for your other half. A lot of women expect men to take care of them.
No.
Point blank, period. Especially financially.
No, like that's not your dad.
Exactly. That's not. Y'all are a team. The way he takes care of you, or that you expect him to take care of you, needs to be reciprocated. Especially in times where we are all capable of going out there and making something of ourselves. Like, yes, we as Black people have it a lot harder than our white counterparts, but we are still capable of going out there and trying to, like, you know, make something of ourselves. So if you expect something, don't be a nickel out there looking for a dime, is what I'm saying. Do not expect somebody to do something that you can't do yourself. That's as simple as that. Because if you can't do it, why do you expect other people to do that?
Exactly.
I never understood it, but it does happen. Honestly, the things that, like you said, from a boyfriend, I would expect my husband to have all of it. I need you to be my husband, my boyfriend, my friend, my companion, my everything. Exactly. My boyfriend, I don't expect you to do husband-like things because that's not what you meant to do.
Right.
And then the crazy thing is, for the men out there, understand that if you do not want to marry somebody, don't do it, because you are literally the ones who are initiating. Don't let people trick you into marrying them if you know they are not wife material.
Or your wife material.
Yeah,
they may be wife material, but just not for you.
Exactly. You have to find your equal, because if you get into this and then 2 years down the road you start to hate that woman, you are the one who chose her.
Exactly. Just because I don't accept you to do husband things, loyalty is not one of them. Because when you're my boyfriend, I expect for you to be loyal too. Definitely. Like, that's definitely a given. Because, you know, some people, they think, oh, I'm not married. Yeah, that's it. They think because they're not married, signature on the dotted line, that they don't owe you loyalty. I know people like that with the boyfriend title at that. So, no.
I've heard something very interesting from Kiki Palmer the other day. Did you see that?
I kinda. What'd she say?
She said that even though she may have a boyfriend, she's still single.
Yeah, because technically, by law you are.
Yes,
and
by law.
By law. But
by the terms and conditions of this relationship,
no.
You're gonna be loyal to me. And if you're not, you can go have fun with somebody else. Like me, I'm not a hard person when it comes to, if you don't like me no more, I get it. I may be upset.
Yes, I will be.
But be your own person. Don't feel bad for me and stay here for me, because I will not do the same for you.
I know several guys who have done that, and I just be feeling so bad for the girl, because it's like,
he don't like you no more.
And
move on. Ooh,
one more talking point, y'all. Ooh. Somebody could love you, but they don't like you.
They don't like you. They could want the best for you. That's it.
That's it.
They happy for you. They happy for your accomplishments, your move. But honey, okay, so first of all, I want to say, like, when you out there and, you know, you doing your thing, don't fabricate who you are in the beginning. That could be one of the worst things that you could do as a potential girlfriend or potential boyfriend, because you're giving somebody all this fake energy, thinking that, oh, she's so nice, she's so sweet, oh, he's so caring, he's so loving. Be you. Period. Because on down the line, you will start to revert back to your normal self. You will get comfortable with that person, and then it's like everybody is confused because they're like, what happened to us? Why are we not who we were? Because you were acting. You were trying to get that person. But someone who genuinely cares for you and genuinely likes you, they're gonna accept you.
That's crazy you said that, because I've always had this notion of, I'm always myself from the jump. Like, I don't care who it is. You know how some girls, they don't wear a bonnet on FaceTime. If we on FaceTime, I wear my bonnet, no makeup. I'm not a makeup person anyway, but I'm going to be me regardless. Outside of physical characteristics, I'm me. I'm a goofy person. You're going to know that. You're going to know when something bothers me. I'm going to just let you know from the rip.
Definitely.
But something like, there was a point in time where I regretted being like that with guys, because it was just like, what was the point? I feel like I'm too good of a person for you to get to know me. On that aspect.
Speak on it.
But somebody was like, if that's you, that's them missing out on who you are. So don't stop being you for somebody else.
Yeah, see, she's speaking on it. She's speaking on it. My last boyfriend, I told him from the jump, I said, right now, I am giggly, I am bubbly, I am so happy that you're in my life, but let me tell you, I have an attitude problem. I am quickly ticked off. I get irritated very fast. What you see right now is me being in my cupcake stage, and I want you to know that that is not always going to be the case. I had to let him know up front because I liked him a lot, and I wanted him to be able to say, well, wouldn't be able to be like, dang, you changed. No, I let you know from the beginning, so you wouldn't have to. You can't say that. I let you know, and you stuck around regardless. You knew what you was getting yourself into, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, relationships, situationships, talking stages.
Yes. Yeah, I think we done gave y'all all the advice, and story times that we could give y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode with me and Mikayla. Make sure y'all go follow her on Instagram.
Yes.
YouTube.
Yes. My Instagram is KAY_ROB88. And then make sure y'all follow my Kickin.it.with.kayrob page. It's on my original Instagram. And my YouTube is the same thing, just without the underscore.
Definitely. Everything that she just put out there will be in the description box below. I just want to thank you for coming out and giving me your time today to talk about all of this great stuff. You did amazing.
Thank you for having me.
Oh. Well, that's all we have for this episode. I'm Taisha, and we out. That's all we have for DBYT tonight. I want to thank everyone who tuned in this week. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at _SENIH or DBYT Productions. If you have any comments, suggestions, topics, or questions, feel free to hit me up on social media. You can tune in next week where we'll be continuing the dating games for a part 2 series with YP and Drew. That's all I have for you this week. I'm Taisha, and I promise I won't bite my tongue.